Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be doing a toy haul video. I just got back from Megacon yesterday and I've got lots of new goodies to show off. But before we get started with what I actually found at the convention, last week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, while I was out and about just doing some shopping, I actually found Wave 2 of the Combiner Wars. So I now have a completed Superion. I've got Air Raid was the last one to come through, so now I've got a completed Superion. And I was also able to find all of the Stunticons. Now, well, I haven't found all of the Stunticons. I found all of the deluxe Stunticons, and if you remember, I've already reviewed Blackjack. So the only one that was missing was Menasor. I hadn't been able to find him up until last week. So up until today, this is the way that this guy has looked. I've just had him on here just to kind of see what they look like. So, but yeah, that was exciting. I was able to find Air Raid and all the other Stunticons. So, you know, some of the figures that I found last week. Hoping to get to some of these guys in reviews. It's been an extremely busy week. I've got lots of pictures and lots of videos from the convention, so I've got a lot of editing to do ahead of me. So hopefully, if time permits, I'll be getting to some of these reviews. Of course, you know, always my focus is always Optimus Prime, so I'm always going to have Optimus Prime videos, and then these guys, I try to get to them when I can, but if I can't, then I can't, and I just kind of play it by ear like that. Another cool figure that I found last week, this is another one before the convention, is I found Bombshell, Deluxe Class Combiner Wars Bombshell. So I've got two of the Insecticons now. Unless you want to call Kickback from the Fall of Cybertron video game, but I don't know, I'm really hoping that they do a kickback in this legend size because this is a really cool figure. And again, this is one that I really want to get to on reviews. If I can get to it quick enough, I'll go ahead and do one. If enough time passes by where everybody else has done a review, then I probably won't get to it, but I'll do my best and I'll try to get to this one. This is a really cool figure, and it's nice because I've got the G1 version of it as well. And you know something that I've been hearing a lot lately, people are always talking about, or a lot of people are, they're talking about how small these Legends class are versus the G1s. Well, I have the G1 figure right here, and if you look at these guys, they're the same size. These new Legends class figures are actually a really good size because a lot of these G1s, we tend to forget how small some of these original figures were. Like, again, you know, there's your G1 Insecticon right there, same size. Even my G1 Ironhide is about this size, if not maybe a little smaller. So we a lot of times we tend to forget how small some of these G1 figures were, and I just think that's really cool to see how well that compares to the original figure. And it's really just kind of what we always wanted. We always wanted the G1 figure to be better articulated, and that's kind of what they're delivering with these guys, and I'm really enjoying this line. Okay, so getting to the convention stuff, Megacon was amazing, as it always is. I was there for Saturday and Sunday. And I did costume as a Ghostbuster all day on Saturday, and then Sunday I just hung out in regular clothes. I had my That's Just Prime shirt, and I did a little bit of shopping. I did a lot of shopping actually. But it was a great show. Like I said, I've got tons of pictures and I've got lots of videos. I'm gonna try and make a video clip montage, kind of like the one that I did for Tampa Bay Comic Con. So I'll be working on that in the next couple of days and try to get that out to you soon. But now, on to the toys. As far as shopping goes, the first thing that I picked up at MegaCon is this Play Kit Collection Grand Convoy Super Mode, and this is something that I was really excited to find. I just kind of happened on it, and I had heard about this, and I'd read a little bit about this, but it wasn't something that was really on my radar. It was one of those things, man, I'd really like to get one of those, but I have no idea how, because even looking online, you couldn't really find them. So what this is, it's a lot like the Cabello Gump Kits. I've already reviewed some of those. I did the Star Convoy Cabello Gump Kit recently. So what this is actually like a model kit. So when you open this up, you're going to have these trees with parts inside that you're going to have to cut. You know, you got to cut your little parts off the trees and possibly do some painting. I'm not sure yet. Usually I do some painting on these anyway, even if there's no painting required. But there's an instruction sheet in here and some stickers and all that, so we'll see as I go along. And basically what you end up doing is you build yourself your Grand Convoy, or you know, your Energon, Optimus Prime, and Super Mode. But what you end up with, the end result of this, I hope that's shown well in the camera, is that you actually get the truck. Now you don't get a trailer with this one, but you do get the truck and then you do get the 4 drones that turn into his limbs for his super mode. So you actually get transforming toys out of this. So I'm really looking forward to putting this guy together, and I'll be doing a video on this guy as well. I'm really excited to get into this guy right here. So that's the first one. Like I said, this is called a Play Kit Collection, and it's the Cran Convoy Super Mode. Now the second thing that I found, I actually saw this guy on Saturday, and I decided not to do any shopping on Saturday. I wanted to go back on Sunday and get a good chance to look at all the booths and make sure that I was finding the best deals. And this guy I did see on Saturday. I picked him up on Sunday. This is the commemorative Series 3 Silver Streak, or G1 Blue Streak. He's brand new in the box. The box is a little beat up, but he's never been opened. So there you go. There's your it's a reissue of G1 Blue Streak. Very, very cool. Now they had this guy, and they also had Smokescreen on Saturday, and they had them for a very good price. About half of what you typically see these guys going for in conventions. So that was exciting. I definitely made a mental note of that booth, and Sunday I went back. Unfortunately, Smokescreen was gone because I was going to pick both of them up. But lucky for me, they still had Blue Streak, Silver Streak, whatever you want to call them. So I picked this guy up. I'm really excited to get this guy out of the box. I've actually been holding off because it's actually the day after the convention. I got home yesterday, and then today I went to work, and I've been home from work already, and I've been holding off on opening all these because I wanted to shoot these videos first. So I'm kind of excited to be shooting this right now because this guy's getting opened first tonight after I get done shooting this. I can't wait. I love my G1 toys. I love my G1 commemorative series reissues. So, and this is a one of these molds, these Fair Lady C's, the Dotson brothers. I don't have and never have had any of the Dotson brothers. So this is my first one. So I'm actually really excited to crack this guy open and actually play with one of the Dotson brothers from the G1 era. So there he is, Blue Streak, Silver Streak, whatever you gotta call him. Okay, so the next figures that I have to show off, these are going to be a little difficult to show off, but my wife surprised me with these. She actually picked up the remaining figures that I had left to collect for the Vinyl Pop Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. So she got me the Bebop and Rocksteady right there, which is very cool. Foot Soldier. And April and Splinter. So I already had the 4 Turtles, which I did a review of a while back. And I also have Shredder, which I did not include in my review because I didn't have him at the time. But yeah, I still needed Bebop Rocksteady, I needed the Foot Soldier, and I needed Splinter in April. So my wife surprised me with these. She went around and picked up every single one of these figures for me and surprised me with the whole set. So now I have a complete set of Ninja Turtle Pop Vinyls. It's very, very exciting. I love these guys. I've not been a huge collector of the Pop Vinyls. I haven't really gotten into these. The Pop Vinyls that I own are pretty much the ones that you've seen. I've got the Ghostbusters one that I did a review of with the Ecto one. I've got the Ninja Turtles in the van, and now these guys here pretty much complete the set. So I'm really excited to have what I consider, at least for me personally, a full set of these Pop Vinyls for the Ninja Turtle collection. These are so cool. I really love these figures a lot. The next item I have to show off is kind of weird. I didn't actually buy this. This was given to me by these characters, these funny looking characters. And so they showed this off to me, and they did a little spiel, a little explanation of what it was, and then they handed me that. So for fans of what I'm talking about, there you go. Yeah, I got a little bag of that. So I really hope that's not the real stuff. And I have to flush it down the toilet or something, I don't know. But there you go, I got that at the convention. That's a convention guy. Moving on. So I went by Junior's Toy Box. You guys remember Barry from Junior's Toy Box. You saw him in my Tampa Bay Comic Con video. You're going to see him again in my Megacon video. And I went by his booth and I found this little Action Master Grimlock. So if you remember my review of Action Master Optimus Prime, I mentioned that I wanted to start picking up these loose Action Master figures so that I can put them on the trailer in all the little gunning stations and whatnot. So this is my first Action Master, other than the Prime. This is the first Action Master figure that I pick up to go with that Prime. I'm really excited to get him. He's really cool. The paint job on him, the paint is still very immaculate. And even, check this out, the legs are not wobbly like they are on my Prime. So who'd have thunk, right? Remember, if you remember on my review, I said that usually you find these figures and they're all wobbly in the legs. Well, look at that. That guy is solid. So I'm super excited about that. He looks great. and he's gonna look awesome on my Action Master Prime trailer. Probably gonna put him on one of the top mounts there since he's the first one I get. I'm gonna give him a gunner's mount. Finally, the last thing that I picked up, at least for myself, you know, my daughters did some shopping, my wife did some shopping and whatnot, but I'm just showing off the toys and stuff that I got. My buddies from Cybertron Video Games had a booth there. I was really hoping to be able to do kind of like a behind the booth, you know, short interview like I did with the Tampa Bay Comic-Con guys. Unfortunately for me, but fortunate for Gus and the guys at Cybertron, they were super busy. They were so busy all weekend long. They really just did not have time to, you know, stop what they were doing and talk to me for a YouTube video, which is great. They were doing great business. They had a lot of games. They had a lot of really good deals. So I kind of did a little panning shot of the booth, and I'll be putting that in my montage video. But I found this Golden Axe 2 for the Sega Genesis, which is fantastic because I love the Golden Axe series. I love playing this game in the arcades. Now, I don't have the first, the Golden Axe first one. I don't have that for the Genesis. I do have the arcade version of one of my collection discs for some of my newer, you know, next-gen consoles. But I don't have the Genesis version, so that's the next one I'm going to be looking out for. But it's cool that I found this because if you guys watch James Rawl for, you know, the Angry Video Game Nerd, he just recently, a couple weeks ago, did a video with Mike where they played this. And I actually wasn't really aware of Golden Axe 2 on the Genesis because Genesis is not a console that I grew up with. I had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, so never really paid attention to Genesis. So I wasn't really aware of this game until I saw it in the Angry Video Games video. So yeah, so when I saw it, I'm like, cool, man, I want to check that out. And when I saw it at the convention, I picked it up. And again, Gus gave me a good deal, gave me a good price, picked it up. So once again, Gus, I didn't get a chance to talk to you at the convention, but thanks again, man. You guys are always awesome. Every time I see you guys at conventions or at your store, you guys treat me right. You guys are awesome, and everybody watching this video needs to go check out Cybertron Video Games because those guys are awesome, and Golden Axe 2 is awesome. So that's about it for all of the convention toys or all the convention pickups, but my toy haul doesn't end there because today, on my way home from work, I stopped in at Toys R Us and go figure, I stopped at Toys R Us and actually found something, which is weird. But yeah, check it out. I found Motormaster, so I will be having a completed Menasor later today, and I found Legends Power Glide, which looks amazing. This guy looks really good. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this guy. You know, and I love Power Glide. I have the G1 Power Glide. I have the, what was it, Revenge of the Fallen, or was it the third movie, Dark of the Moon? I think it was Dark of the Moon. There was a Legends class Power Glide, and I also have a third-party Deluxe class Power Glide that up till now, at least, I'll decide when I open this guy, but up until now, this third-party Legends, or Deluxe class rather, Power Glide that I had was, for me personally in my collection, the ultimate Power Glide. He is so G1. He is amazing. I love that figure. That's another figure that I picked up at Megacon a few years ago. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this guy because I love my Deluxe class so much, but I have to say, this guy looks amazing, and I'm really looking forward to opening this guy up and playing with him. Now, I don't know how I feel about that gun mode that he's got. I'm probably going to transform him into a gun mode once to see it, just to do it, and never do it again. He's probably going to remain in jet and robot mode. But there he is, Power Glide, and then of course Menasor, which I'm really excited. I think this figure looks amazing. And from everything I've heard, it actually works, this mold works better as Motormaster than he does as Prime. So we'll see, you know, and of course I love Prime because I love Prime. You guys know that. I have a bias. I love my Prime, but yeah, I have to say, in the box already, this guy looks amazing, and I think everybody's right. I think that he is probably going to make a better Motormaster than he does a Prime, but you know, I still love my Prime. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to opening that up tonight and putting my Menasor together and finally having a completed Menasor, because those Stunticons have been on Optimus Prime's body for about a week now. So tonight they get a proper treatment. So I'm really excited about that. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it for the toy haul, at least for now. Like I said, I've got a bunch of, I've got all this stuff that I got to open up and hopefully start reviewing some of it. I've also got all those pictures and all that video from the convention, so I'm going to be editing those and making a montage video on that. I'm going to be doing a lot of editing in the next couple of days, so I'll try to get some reviews out in the meantime as well. So in the meantime, let me know what you thought of this video, and let me know what you would like to see me review next. Make sure you leave me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share it with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.